watching me for the growth. I'm a lead inside of the toe. And I never are. Come along now. Run away from the hump. We'll go to a place that is safe from green anger and cold. We'll dance and sing till sundown and feast with a band. We'll sleep when the morning comes. Right by the
Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the All Things Tormented podcast. We are here. Lena's finally here, not just her hand. And as you guys all know, I go by the name of Jinx. And we also have, again, a very exciting character here. She has yet to debut. And we're debuting her here. Not her character hasn't even debuted, but her name is Haiti, and she goes by Calypso. Woo! The queen. Oh man, it's crazy how everything has like really gone together. I feel like adding you to the team has been probably one of the most exciting things I think that we've done, because you're a Stilt Walker.
Yes, ma'am.
I love stilt walking.
Main one.
Yeah, I love stilt walking, and one of those things that I got into, when was it? It's during a grand night, which was in May, April-ish, around there. And then after that, I fell in love with it. So then I remember seeing actually your YouTube video that you posted on Six Flags Audition.
It's a common way that people have found me, at least at Fright Fest.
Which is so funny because like when I met you, like I already knew who you were.
Oh,
I
really?
was like, I don't know if I should say something. Like, is she like a YouTuber? Like, I can't engage, or is it just like?
No, I'm not like that. But a lot of people came up to me during Fright Fest and were like, "Hey, I saw your video." And I'm like, "Hi."
You said I wasn't supposed to go anywhere.
Because there's honestly no videos there. Okay, clarification. There are videos that are about auditions, really bad. But
oh, I hate those. But we
The
seem to watch
ones
them
that are,
every
like,
single year.
every single year we watch the same videos.
Just to
Wait,
circle
are you
back.
talking about the ones that are like videos of the audition? Oh wait.
And then when they're like, scream your favorite ice cream.
Yeah.
Do it. You're like,
It's like, hi, my name is Alan, and my favorite ride is Goliath.
Oh my God, yes.
If I was ever in one of those rooms, I don't know what I would do. I'd be like, dude, just hide me behind a curtain. I'll just watch it off the screen.
My audition did not even go like that. Like, that's what I was expecting. I was like, oh man, like, we're about to go through it. And then it was just like me and one other person, and Mark was there. And then he was like, hi, you're going to do this. And that's it. Good night.
Yeah. Auditions are nothing like that. I felt like that was taken like 2000.
Yeah, it's old.
It's old. I don't know, somewhere around there.
They need to delete it or something.
Yeah.
They said, we need the raw talent. We need to see what they can do.
But yeah, seeing your YouTube video, I just literally stumbled upon it, and I was like, I'm watching this. And then I watched it, and it was one of those things where I'm like, dude, like, she got in, like, I wonder where she's gonna be. And then you said you were part of the travel squad, and I'm like, okay, like, all right. And then I knew you were still walking because you had mentioned it in your video.
Yeah.
I was like, well, maybe she is gonna be still walking. I don't know. And then
We were on the same page. I was like, I don't know. I was like nervous. I was like, okay, so am I doing it? Am I not doing it? It was all kind of just there. And then on rehearsal, I found out, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is what it is.
Yeah. What was your experience like with Six Flags? Like, what did you think? Because that's where I kind of like was more. I was not in a creepy way, but I was like watching you scare, and it was just really cool to like see a different dynamic, because you were part of the travel squad, so you would come in our area here and there.
Right.
So seeing you, it was just one of those things where I'm like, I think in December, shout out to Isaiah, by the way, because I was talking my cousin. I was talking to him. I was literally talking to him, and I'm like, so do you know Haiti? Because I kind of want to add her to the team. And he's like, oh yeah, I know her. Yes. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because I definitely want to add her to the team.
Yeah.
And then I was super bummed that they didn't have you, still walk after all. But
I know. I was really sad too. I was like, well, there's always next year. But
How long have
no
you?
one knew, so.
Yeah,
No one knew, but I did, and I was like, "Hello, people."
I did too. So
You're like, hey,
What's
can we
what's wrong here?
get the show on the road?
Can we get this figured out?
how long have you been still walking?
I started stilt walking. Surprisingly, it's only been since the beginning of 2019.
Oh wow.
2020? Was it 2019 or 2020? I don't know. The years go by too fast, so I'm confused. But I know it's been for like around a year, almost a year and a half. But I learned it because I've always been into like haunts and stuff, even before I started scarecting, which was just last year. But I was like really into like horror nights and stuff because that was the first like haunt I was like a huge fan of as a kid, like back in 2009 and stuff like that. And I worked at Universal, not in entertainment, but I met a lot of people like here and there. And some of the people I met were in entertainment and they knew how to do stilts and stuff. And like, so one day I was like, hey, like, can you teach me that? Like, I want to learn and stuff like that. And so they taught me. And then I would train for like a couple months and then came to auditions and I put it on my resume and I was like, maybe, I don't know. But it didn't end up happening. But it's okay because, I really liked being able to get that experience of scaring like on the ground and like being like just like a regular walk around. Like that was really cool too. And then, yeah.
Tormented Society I just realized they keep winning awards because didn't you win an award for Six Flags as well?
It looks
Me. Oh, she's getting it out. She said, "Let me go grab." Boom.
It looks just like Danny's, but they didn't write Travel Squad on it, but it was for Traveling Squad.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Like I said, like I feel like everyone on their own is super talented, but when we put our brains together, that's where
It can't be stopped.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But talk to me more about your YouTube channel because I feel like I just ran into that one video and then off of that I started seeing more stuff that you're putting out, especially like as of recent with all this Corona thing going on.
Yeah. Well, I started YouTube like what was it, 2015? Like I had kind of like touched on it a little with like this other I was in like a music group before that like we
okay.
sing and stuff like
She
that.
was a singer?
Z?
Yeah. She said, I was Lena in my past life.
But I decided to make my own like individual channel when I was doing that because I was like, oh, I want to make videos like just on like myself, and I was like, I want to be like a YouTuber because I love like editing videos is like a huge passion of mine. So that's why I like making videos is mostly just so I can edit them and like make them funny and stuff like that. And it used to be just for like me, but then like people started like following me and subscribing to me and I was like, whoa, what's this? And yeah, and then I decided to make the Fright Fest video because like you said, there's like no videos out there.
There isn't.
And I was like, I hope that me making this can help someone like kind of know what to expect and like be more prepared because I like there was nothing online of like auditions or anything like that. So I was like, oh man, like I don't know what to expect. So I was like, let me just put this out there. Let me document this for other people. And it blew up and I was like, whoa. I was really shocked, but
yeah, especially during that time. Again, I watch, no matter how old it is, I rewatch the videos before season starts just because it gets me back into especially the makeup videos when they go backstage. I always watch those just because I'm like, and I've seen it 100 times, but getting into that.
Yeah.
It's fun. Gets you into the mindset.
Yeah, it's like so cool.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm the same way.
I feel like haunt season's like, yeah, it's kind of like a rush.
Yeah.
Like you're like, dang, you're like, I missed that. Yes, I was exhausted as all hell, but it was still really fun.
When summer starts rolling around, you start getting those like little vibes, and you're like, "Oh, it's coming!" Like
you said, spooky
that's
time.
here.
Yeah, I loved. You went to Universal this past season, right? To watch, like, to experience it.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I loved it. I will say though that other haunts, like knots and stuff, are catching up to them. But I've always liked Horror Nights. I've never personally been super disappointed with anything that they've done. Like the mazes, I think this year were like really awesome, and I like how they went with like the 80s vibe and stuff like that. And yeah, the only thing is like it's just so crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super crowded. I think
We got lucky the 2 times that we went.
the 2 times.
But we always went on like a Thursday. And like the first time was at like the very beginning of the season. The last time we went was like right before they closed.
I'm trying to get the whole squad together to go and just mob.
We should just go to all the haunts together.
I know.
Yes.
Like, honestly,
everyone's gonna be so sick of us. But,
They were like, oh, these hooligans.
and we could record all of it. Great.
Yes, little vlogs.
Everyone popping in 2 seconds.
We'll
Yeah.
make them like small vlogs that are like 2 minutes long.
David Dobrik style.
David Dobrik style.
Oh, yeah.
All the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Do you have a fear of anything? Like, what's your biggest thing that you're scared of?
Like physical like objects and like
Yes,
stuff like that. Or
sure.
Well, I wrote it down because there's a couple of things. I'm like a very like anxiety-ridden person, so I don't like roaches. Like I don't like saying the word even because it's like the creepy crawlies are coming.
Wait, you would have died.
You would have died.
Did we ever tell you what happened in New Orleans?
No.
Okay, so the guy that took us cemetery hopping, Drucifer,
Drucifer.
was another haunter from a haunt out there.
He's awesome.
Uh-huh.
But so we hung out with him the night before we left, but then the day after we had to leave our Airbnb early, but our flight didn't go out until like the evening. So we had to figure out a place to like put our bags. So Ash was just like, all right, like we'll just like rent like a motel room, just like leave our stuff there while we hang out. And so Drew was like, no, he's like just come over, like bring your stuff to my house if it's for a couple hours. Like I'll be here, just like come and pick it up and then go to the airport. So like, okay. And then the night before when we were just hanging out with him, he was like, yeah, he's like, at my haunt we use like roaches to like mess with people. So he had them.
Oh no.
And then he was like, yeah, he's like, one time he's like, they just started breeding. He's like, and we just have like 100 roaches in the house, but like they're just pets, like they just kind of get out all the time. So all of that ran through my mind when we asked him to hold our luggage, but I didn't say anything because I was like, I'm not gonna put it out there.
Forgot about it.
So then as we get to the airport, Danny is like, she's like getting everything situated, like get all of like her flight information taken out. And she was like, oh my God, there's a roach in my bag. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, we're going home right now. Like, I'm tired. I just want to go home. And Ash has had experience with roaches in his old haunt that he was at before Queen Mary. And so he was like, guys, I got it. Like, I'll get it out. But I was like standing there and I was like, honestly, like, I get why Danny freaked out, because if that were me, I'd probably lose my shit too.
Oh yeah.
Like
You would catch
roaches?
me
No.
running and screaming and crying probably. Like
And Ashton was so annoyed. He was like, I got it. Hold on.
No. Oh my God. As soon as that guy said
I
that, I'm
cried.
like, I'm carrying the luggage with me. No chances.
I could carry it all day long. Not an issue.
That's so
It's like, I'm fine.
scary.
Is that the only thing you're scared of?
No, I'm scared of natural disasters, like earthquakes, floods, tornadoes. Scary, spooky.
So like natural disasters, not so much like paranormal.
Ghosts and stuff?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean,
Okay,
like,
so just natural
I would be
disasters.
scared if I saw like a ghost, but it's not like something that I'm constantly like anxious about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're going ghost hunting. That's what you're telling me.
I mean, like, I'm down as long as they don't follow me, like, to my house.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah. No.
I'm the same way.
We're staging everything.
Okay, great.
Nothing-
I'm down
nothing-
if you make sure that they don't follow.
Got
Said
you.
if we're safe, cool. If
Nothing's
not, then
attaching. Not today, Satan.
Yeah. Then I guess, like, aliens. I don't know why they freak me out.
Aliens?
Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Aliens? You like, are you afraid of like them opening up your brain and like, or okay,
stuff like that, and then like I don't know, they just give me like this horrible vibe, like the way that they look. Like there's some aliens that look like okay, like it's fine, like I'm chilling, but then there's some that like their eyes, like I can't, like I don't know, they creep me out.
That's
Then
funny.
trypophobia. Do you know what trypophobia is?
Is it the fear of holes?
Yes.
That's
Lena.
Honeycomb.
It's so
don't.
nasty.
Have you ever seen a white strawberry?
No.
You won't sleep for a week. Don't ever look it up. That, or you know those videos of like the holes in the skin?
Oh my god, ew.
Have you seen those? I hate those.
Ew. No, that's nasty.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Or like the intro of the movie Holes, where they pan over the
what?
desert. You know the movie Holes?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, and it's like all those like they're digging, and I'm like, oh my god. Fast forward.
See, I'm not the only one.
But those are like
Yeah,
my main ones.
My favorite movie is Holes, so I mean.
Is it really? Or is that a joke?
No,
It's one.
it was a joke, but no
You do
one,
like
no one
that
laughed.
I thought you were serious. I was like, oh, okay, respect.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
That's an awesome
about it.
selection.
How about this?
No, I do. It's one of my favorite movies, but I just thought I'd say that it was my favorite movie because you guys don't like Holes, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
get it.
Read something there. Yeah.
it was good.
Right. Alan, party of one. Okay.
Party of one, I'm dead.
Did you learn any new tricks? Because this quarantine time, any new tricks at stilt walking on your stilts? Because I haven't been on stilts in a while, and I know I need to get back on them.
No, yeah, I get scared because my stilts are getting kind of old. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, at least like drywall stilts are not exactly made for all that, like jumping and stuff.
Right, yeah.
So, I get a little concerned, but I practice like, going back to jumping, I'm trying to get this trick down that my instructor did, like that he holds, and he uses drywall stilts, he holds like his leg kind of like up and then he spins in a circle. So
I saw that.
Slowly get into it by like hopping on one foot in a circle, but so far I'm only half circle. So
I want to, yeah, because you showed me his page and I remember looking through his stuff and I'm like,
yeah,
I told Lena, I'm like, that's something I want to do. That's so sick.
he's super like, I don't even know how he does it. Like he's like really like a thin, skinny guy. Like you wouldn't expect him to be that strong because his stilts are pretty heavy and like homeboy has it like up there like nothing and like it's crazy. Like I'm just like after this quarantine is over, me and him need to have a little stilt session real quick. Training in.
I want to get into jumping stilts.
Yes, those are.
That's
sick.
something I want to get into because it looks super cool.
I mean, that'd be perfect for Jinx because it's like carny-ish, like the jumping and stuff. It gives me that vibe.
I still want to try and, because I was, for the Renaissance Fair, I wanted to go on stilts, but because that got canceled,
That was shut down.
I want to try and see if I can get on stilts this season. I just want to do a weekend. That's it.
Yeah.
A weekend?
Yeah, just a weekend.
Yeah,
Or
just a little bit. It's like a taste.
give me 2 days, 1 day. I don't care. I just want to be up there. Thanks.
I was talking about that yesterday. I was like, oh man, can we just like have like, the fall and then right after we can go back to quarantine, I promise.
Yeah.
I'm like, just give me the fall. And then after that, I don't care.
After that, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Actually,
a good time
how
that we
do you-
thrive.
Expect quarantine to be for.
I don't know. Six Flags did release that they're gonna reopen in May, mid-May, and then same thing with Lena's work. It was the same thing
I'm not working until May.
till May. So
We're just a bunch of sitting ducks here.
No, I feel that.
I mean, at least we're doing content and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Getting something done.
I feel like
this
this is a random thought and has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I was wondering, what do you think we should name our Tormented Society people? Like not our group, but like the people that watch us. Because you know how like for me, for example, Yeah, because like on my end for Jinx, I call my fans ducklings, and Vanity calls his fans children. So and like I think Eldritch calls his fans like puppets or something like that. I don't know. Could be
Hey,
wrong.
I start thinking.
Yeah, like I don't know. I was trying to think like if you guys have any ideas, leave it in the comments down below.
Yeah, that's honestly one of the best ways.
And then
to
just hit
start
that
off.
bell notification.
Hit that
so
bell
you know-
notification.
You know when we pick something.
We have merch.
Yes.
Follow
Yeah.
Haiti on YouTube and Instagram. She killing the game.
We try, you know what I mean.
I feel like a lot of people are anticipating this one because we've been promoting your character
For a while now.
and
Yeah.
and another thing that I want to point out is that Haiti is such a team player because if you guys don't know, an Easter egg, if you guys remember Eldridge's video, like promo video, Eldridge at the end pulls up these hands, and they happen to be Hades' hands.
Whoa.
So Hades been there helping us out. She was already on the team, and we're just trying to. She was always there supporting everyone that was doing whatever.
I'm
And
actually
I think
really happy I went. Because, like, I got to know you.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are just like fun, like team days. Like it wasn't even your photo shoot, and you're like, "What are we doing? What are we doing? What
Yeah.
can I do? What do you need to
Her
hold?"
character
Like, let's
wasn't
do
even-
whatever.
like her character still hasn't even like we haven't even come out with her character, and she was there supporting everything, which is really it goes a long way because the whole team feels it too.
Yeah.
You know, the whole team was like, we got to know her more, and we actually by you being at one of the shoots, we got to concrete your character and do a drawing and like see what we liked and what we didn't like. So that's
He's,
awesome.
like, super talented. I was like,
Yeah, he is.
when I did the drawing. And it was in like 5 minutes that he was
He
able
does
to
that
create
all
this
the time.
concept art. I was like, what the wow.
He does
And
it
I'm
all the
looking at
time,
my
and we're just
pictures.
like mind blown.
But like when you tell me something, I'm like, "Give me a minute, let me think about it." And Toby's just like, "You mean this?" I just did it right now.
We would be like talking about it, and then he's just like, "This is what you guys talking about?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I think that's super cool that you're always very supportive, and you're always. I feel like you're always our number one fan because you always like repost automatically, and I'm like, oh hey.
No, yeah, it's really important because like I don't even like my followers could be random people. Like you never know. Like it's always better to have them all like go to Tormented's like main page because that's where the most content comes out.
Mm-hmm. And I'm super excited because we had some conversations on your backstory as well as I have so many ideas on what we're gonna do for your promo video, and I'm just excited. As soon as this is over, we are rolling, and we can't wait. Like Lena and I can't wait. Like, because the other thing too is like your costume's done. Like everything's done. We just need a time to like do the makeup and go out there and start shooting. So fans should be expecting something really, really soon. Especially as soon as this is done.
It was put on hold, you know what I mean? Because everything was about to start popping off and went downhill.
That's fine.
But it's fine. I think what helped us too, because of this coronavirus, I've always said like things happen for a reason, and all of this happening, we wouldn't have even released that teaser video that we did. That Nights of Horror did their own, they dissected it.
Response
and
on, yeah.
So it's like we wouldn't even thought of that if this was,
Yeah, and I really liked it
lockdown.
because it was like a creative outlet. Like it was just
you
know what I mean, like a little moment.
Small clips, and I really liked the fact that you took initiative and did it because
dude, I was hyped.
Clips that you picked, I was like, oh, okay.
No, yeah. If you guys ever need help with editing, I'm here.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking about it because I was just talking about this to Lena. This is now becoming a venting thing because I'm like,
what do I need help with?
Yeah, when it comes to editing, we'll talk more because I definitely want to. I love editing. Don't get me wrong, I love it and I love the process of it. I would love for someone else to do it.
Yeah, it's stressful. Like I get that. So like, cause I do for my YouTube videos, I'll do like one cut, like which is like splits and like some like effects and stuff. And then I have to like go to sleep or something, or like give it a day, and then the next day I'll come back to it because it just like gives me like a headache just like rewatching, going over and over and over and over. Like it's amazing to see the final product, but the process is like very stressful.
Very tedious. So that's why I'm always like, go watch it because we worked so hard on it.
Yeah. Even like the smallest things, like takes a lot of work.
But yeah, we'll definitely talk more about that because we also we've been talking a lot about our goals with Tormented, and the big goal is to have our own kind of warehouse and have our own studio, so to speak, so that way we can have editing tools, photographers on deck, makeup
room.
You know, so I mean we're in the process of slowly getting there, but we definitely have to talk about that though.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this grow too, cause like it's already there. Like the page was at like 1,200 and something last time I checked, and I was like, whoa, like that's crazy. And like I'm really happy that everybody's still like coming on to like see what we're doing, even though like it's quarantine time and like it's very limited like to what we can do.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why it's like it's fun we could do these videos and stuff.
Yeah,
put something out there.
I know we can have Zoom conference calls.
Oh my gosh, dude, that'd be a mess with everybody.
Everyone just like chiming in.
Everyone talking over each other.
I know, it's
like
all chaotic.
Yeah.
So chaotic.
I was telling Alan that a couple nights ago I wanted to post all the bloopers from the day of Vanity and Eldridge's photo shoot. And I was like,
that was a really funny day.
Like you standing on stilts to hold.
So funny.
The backdrop.
Yeah, no, I have Snapchat videos too of like the behind the scenes and like Vanity and Isaiah like interviewing each other. Like it was so silly. We should make a video on that.
We should. You guys want to see that? Because let us know in the comments down below. Write down the color, your favorite color, and then that way I know that you want to see the video. Yeah.
Comment your birthday.
No one does it.
No one does it.
No.
0.
So I guess the biggest thing that we're leading up to is Calypso. I know Nights of Horror did before that, anticipation. Nights of Horror did their own, they dissected the video that you did, and what are your thoughts on that? What do you think that Anthony got right? What do you think that he still needs to think about?
He's very smart. Let me just say, because like he was getting some things right, and I was like, did I do too much in the video? But most of the stuff was pretty spot on, like to where he was like, was like Calypso a normal person before like she was a witch, and like yes, you were definitely right about that one. She was a normal person before she became a witch. Like it wasn't necessarily like on her goals when she was living her human life. But yeah, he got that right. And then there was like some things that he kind of like missed, but like it's fine because I tried to be cryptic, you know what I mean? Like tried to keep it secret as possible so that people can come up with their own theories and stuff like that, because I think that's really awesome to have people like guess like, like what's going on, kind of like how we guess for like movies and stuff. Like it's that same kind of feeling, but vice versa.
It's like the Avengers or whatever.
I know, it's like the Avengers. Like,
who are we? Are we Marvel? What?
Are we Marvel? Am I the Hulk because he's the biggest? I mean, he has some like purple going on.
That's so funny.
But what's your? I guess give us a summary, because I've read your story and it's long. So we want to like
give it a clip note.
Yeah.
Did you say clip notes?
No.
I see what you did there.
That's what I heard. That's what I was like. Hello?
No, like clip notes, like you used in high school, all of high school.
Yes.
Because I did.
So I wrote down like the main points, but basically.
So speaking of,
to not reveal too much while also revealing enough. Calypso is a little more. Her time is a little more modern. Is a little.
Sorry,
more,
I'm excited. And I already know what the story is. I'm just excited.
She's a little more
Story time.
modern than the rest of the creatures. She comes from like the 1960s. I personally really like that time period and like the fashion and like the way that it was. Like I know it's very like tense, but I still think it's a very interesting era for like, humans.
Yeah.
So basically Calypso was a normal person, like as I said before, like she's like this young girl, like young adult-ish. And she had a very, very simple life. She had this like crush on this boy, like for so many years, She's like living this normal life, besides the fact that, she's not white. So it's harder for her as a person. And she's also like shy and introverted on top of that. But basically the way that she became Calypso was that she was in love with this boy. And one day when she was in college, she decided that she was going to build up this courage and like confess to him, like a normal, like sweetheart thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And she goes to confess to him and he rejects her. And she's like, oh my God, because the reason he rejected her was because she was not white. And so she took that really to heart, especially since that's something like super like tense in those times. And so she has like this best friend that's named Amara, and she goes to this person and she goes to her house and she asks her for like comfort and stuff like that, and to listen to her. But she doesn't know that Amara has like ancestors and family that practice voodoo. And her mother, who is a current voodoo witch, is overhearing their conversation, and she feels like really upset about it. And so she kind of convinces and almost, I want to say manipulates, because Calypso was very innocent before, very normal girl. And
Right.
She kind of convinces her to start practicing voodoo and to kill this boy as like revenge. And so she, because she's so like shy and she doesn't really speak out for herself, she kind of goes along with it. And she's like, okay, like, and she gives it a shot, and she ends up being a really amazing like voodoo witch, and she practices her spells and stuff. And then comes the day that she has to, commit her first crime, if you will, murder, is with the boy. And so she finds out where he lives, she tells the mother, and they start to prepare for Calypso to become this like witch, this basically her monster self. And so after that happens, they go, and then she goes to cast a spell, and like it's almost like when she kills him, it's like a representation of her like losing her emotion and like her human side, because she becomes like this killing machine like for the mother.
Yeah.
And so after that, I won't say too much, but he played an important role, and as her first kill and stuff like that. And yeah. There's more, but I don't want to say much. There's more of the story. There's much. You know what I mean?
But I want to know more.
I know. I'm like, I just want to spill it all now. And like, I wish like I could just like show y'all what I see like up here. You know what I mean? Like I got like this whole like Netflix series in my head.
And that was the other thing with your story. I was like, okay, so, and I've told you the route that we're going with, and we're trying to do like a short film series type with each character and how they meet eventually.
Yeah.
And trust me, you guys will be getting that. And that's something that we have been working on.
Yeah.
But reading people's story and reading, when I read Havy's story, I was like, I could see it already. It's like laid out. So I'm excited for that moment when we get to like actually film everything, because it'll be super cool.
I'm super excited, especially I feel like it's like perfect. Like it's got the romance, it's got the
It's got everything.
The romance.
You got the love,
so
you got
cool,
the hate, you
like-
got the death.
like an American Horror Story type like TV series.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hi
It
Ryan.
has layers. Layers like an onion.
That, the documentary, for those of you that don't know, we are filming a documentary at the moment. We just record everything that we do. And we don't know, because of everything going on, we don't know when we're going to release it. We had planned on releasing it actually pretty soon, but because of everything, we had to put everything on hold. So just know that we are working on this whole process of documenting from the beginning how we started to wherever we end up. So that's cool. That's another thing that I'm excited about, and having you on board and having you like from the process of where we first started to now. It just always blows my mind because I'm like, all of us don't really, we've just known each other for a couple months, but yeah, we've done so much over the course of 3 months?
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to see what the future has for that 1 year mark where we look back at everything and we're like, hey, remember this?
Yeah.
Hey, remember that? And
Remember that one time.
to see us where we are now. And I feel like it's our ceiling is beyond the clouds, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, I just got very deep.
Like, oh,
Beyond
Whoa.
into the universe. You know what I mean?
I guess.
You know?
Speaking of universe, I don't know if that has to do with anything.
No,
about
it's actually a
universe.
pretty good intro. I was like, oh, good one. Continue.
For all you tormented souls, I don't know if that works for fans, but I don't know.
I'm trying things out.
Well, if you have a good name for you guys as fans, put in the comments, and then whatever you guys write in the comments, I'm gonna put on the Instagram story, and we'll do a poll.
We'll just keep dropping them in there, and then we can splice it and be like, which one
do you guys?
sounds right?
Hey there, TS Squad. I don't know. That kind of sounds dumb.
Squad.
What up, TS members of society? What's up, society? Howdy, society.
Howdy.
What's up, partners?
Stop.
Partners.
I just call everyone partners.
Hey, partners.
Hey,
What
partners.
if that, imagine that ends up being the name? Hey, partners.
Please.
Hey, partners. I saw you on TikTok, your dance. I told Isaiah about it too. I was like, Isaiah, you got to put out your content. Look at Haiti.
And I was like, Isaiah, come on, you the dancing king. What do you mean?
He films so
He
many
films
of them,
everything.
and then every
Really?
time he does it, we're like, so you're gonna post it, and he was just like, maybe, never does.
Never does.
Oh.
But he films it.
No.
He
But
just
he
never
knows
posts
like
it.
all the dances already, and I'm like,
Yeah, he does.
It took me forever to learn one. I was like in the shower, like
In the shower. I love that.
literally.
So what's your goals with, like, what's your future goals, either with Tormented or your haunt career or just in general? What are your goals, as well as what do you see yourself, like, I would say, like, in the next like 2 or 3 years for the future?
Yeah, I like that you said 2 or 3 and not like 20, because I'm like, let's not think that far ahead. But with Tormented and in terms of like haunt and stuff, I definitely want to like stay doing like stuff in the entertainment industry, because like I just started diving into this stuff like this past year. And I like with Tormented, I really like, I know that it's going to be bigger and it's going to be like a big thing. So I'm like really looking forward to that. And I hope that it gets so big, like, you know, like kind of like American Horror Story, like fan base. Like if we can reach for the stars, like let's reach for the stars. Like I'm hoping that it gets there and that I can improve in stilts and that I can help other people who want to learn and like who need help and like, you know, because I know that we talked about that and like teaching people and stuff like that. And even when we had our stilts day, we, you know, were able to teach some people how to walk on stilts. So
yeah, that was another thing we didn't mention, but Haiti is actually the head of our stilt department. She's the one that's in charge of kind of picking our stilt walkers, as well as training them and getting all stilt things, anything stilt related. That's all Haiti.
She's the boss of it.
She's the boss. But yeah, now I'm excited for, you know, we have yet to announce it, but you know, I'm excited for that because I get to stilt walk with you, which is super dope.
I'm really, really excited. I'm just excited to even scare with you guys, like in general. Because like I know Fright Fest was a thing, but also like you barely knew each other, so.
Yeah, I know.
I was just kind of like, hey, that's the guy who we talk like once in a while sometimes.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
That guy.
Yeah, you know what's
That
funny?
guy.
I actually recognize you because I've seen your profile before. Like, I think it was for Midsummer Scream or something when you were first starting out. Because I remember seeing like a profile or something, like a picture of a clown, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, this looks like the people from Six Flags, like the same like prosthetics and stuff. And then fast forward to the future, and I'm like, hey, that's the same person. Like, wait a minute. Like,
Wait a
that's
second.
crazy. Like,
That's
full
insane.
circle.
It does, and when we have meetings with the people that we bring in, there's never a, how do you say
There's
it?
never a way that I'd have.
Like it's not forced.
There's always a coincidence.
Yeah, it's that, and it's never forced.
Yeah.
It just happens, and we always have stories like the whole Danny situation, like her story with mine. Like I just saw her with socks, and I was like in character, and I was just like, "Yo, dope socks! Like let's take a photo." And then fast forward, we're now here. Same thing with you, YouTube, and then I didn't even know about that story that you just said. So it's like kind of crazy how it all just like works and fits in a puzzle.
Yeah.
And that was like a long time ago too. And I was like, damn,
That's
like
crazy.
who would have thought? Like looking at that picture, like I'm gonna work with that guy one day.
Yeah,
I feel like that was so long ago, but it really wasn't.
really wasn't.
Yeah.
It went by so fast. I feel like this year too is going by so fast already as well. But sorry to cut you off. I just
No.
your future. What else?
Yeah.
You talked a little bit about Tormented future, but what about you personally?
Personally, I've always been kind of like lost in what to do, but this has definitely inspired me to keep going on the path of like entertainment, and then eventually like, you know, doing other haunts like Hornets. I kind of want to eventually do that haunt and do Stilt for them because they're like top tier stilters over there, and I want to like be at
their
that
stilts are
level
crazy.
one day. Yeah, I want to be at that level one day and like just have that talent and then be able to work for them, because like it's always been like a huge goal of mine since I was like younger. And yeah, just to like stay in the entertainment industry and theme park industry. Like even like in the future I want to work in like creative, where like they create things that come to the theme park, like, you know, after I'm old and
She said, when I work my way up.
Yeah.
When we get there.
That's like
That's awesome.
end thing. Is to like
I think that's the other cool part too with everyone in Tormented. Like we're not very you have to work here or you just have to be committed to this. Like it's like other people, we have people in our team that work at Knott's, Dark Harbor, Six Flags, you know, like kind of everywhere.
That's why we're
and then yeah, exactly. And then we
Like
come
the
together.
ultimate
Yeah, we come together for a haunt that we have yet to announce. And then we scare together, and then we're hoping to do that all over the world.
Yeah.
That's the goal, is to do that everywhere. And like I said, our team's just going to keep growing, keep expanding. And like I said, I feel like you're another part of the puzzle that we need. And I'm excited to have you on the team, and I'm excited that you're on board with everything that we're doing.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
No, really.
And like I said, there's a lot of things I even found out today that we could definitely talk about more. Because, like I said, whatever people's talents are, you can utilize them in this group, you know. So we should definitely talk more about stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think it's like really like the people who are in this group, like it's really like the perfect match for like what we're all trying to do. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like we fit together really well.
Yeah.
Like I don't think people understand that. Like the mesh is good.
Mesh is good. Mesh is perfect.
Mesh is perfect.
Seamless.
It's just chef's kiss.
But thank you guys for watching. That was our podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed listening.
Hope you guys are excited about Calypso.
Calypso over here.
You heard the Calypso.
Now
who is Calypso?
Stuff.
You see me before, and then you'll see me after.
I'm telling you guys, Calypso is going to be very terrifying. There's a photo that she sent me with her full costume, without even makeup, and there's a pose that she does, and it's so terrifying. So I'm excited for you guys to see what she ultimately looks like, as well as her teaser. We did like a little teaser, but there's gonna be like another short clip of like a vibe. But if you
Just
haven't,
like we did with everybody else.
yeah, but if you haven't checked out the teaser, it's gonna be on Calypso's Instagram, which I'll put in the description, as well as Knights of Horror did a full breakdown of the video. So make sure you check that out. Yeah, shout out to Anthony.
He did his thing.
Did his thing. But thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to have more podcasts coming out soon, as well as with the newer characters. Calypso is our first stop. We're going to be talking to Boy as well as Distemper. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Subscribe to Hades' YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Get your merch.
Yes.
What else?
It's
What
so
other
nice.
fun?
It's
Beacons? Sponsor us.
Beacons. Sponsors. Or if anybody wants to sponsor us, I love Hot Pockets. All right, guys.
Oh my God, Dave.
I think it'd just be great because if we're all in makeup and we're like all like,
I can't eat a burger, but a Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket will satisfy
Fits
you.
in your pocket, fits in your mouth. You know what I mean?
Not a sponsor,
We're just
but wink,
carrying
wink.
one while we're scaring. We're just
Just
like
like-
a Hot Pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the commercial.
During Halloween time, we can have our faces on there.
That's so funny.
Oh my
The different
God.
flavors.
I call pepperoni.
The Tormented Society pack.
Tormented Society.
They're like different colors.
That's so funny.
That's it for us, guys. As you can tell, we're heading down on a different rabbit hole.
Yes.
So, see you guys. Love you guys. Bye.
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 I feel like I try really hard to call people by their characters, but it just doesn't happen.
Ashton and Toby do it very well, though.
They do it very well, but
So
for
does
you,
Anthony.
I'm like, oh, it's Alan, and he's like, no,
Yeah.
it's Jinx, and I'm like, oh, yeah,
He's like, no,
Jinx.
stop.
You're being recorded, just so you know.
Okay. Do I need to sign anywhere?
You're being recorded, but act natural.
Like that.
All right, let's get this ball rolling.
Show on the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pantages Theater.
I hate you. I hate you.
Hi there, friends. Welcome to ArcLight. You're about to watch Onward.
Do your thing.
This is raw, uncut. Here we go. Hi there, friends. Welcome back to the Torment. Oh, let's start that over. You laughed, and I was like,
I cannot laugh. Welcome to the podcast.
and now to the weather.
You look like a sports reporter.
I do.
And now, Lena.
Now, Lena.
No.
How do I stop
Is that the
recording?
thumbnail?